Hey there. I forgot to zoom in my camera. There we go. It is. Is it Monday? It's Monday, right? Monday, the 8th of September. Yes. And right now, we are at approximately 20 euro cost per lead, which is high, but still way lower than what we had with the emails, which is good. At our current rate, we should be able to get at least 100 leads, which is still low. No, none of them have booked a call yet. I was actually thinking maybe I should switch my content. Maybe I should make some reels again. Spend like a day a week making a week's worth of reels and focus them primarily on either home service businesses or on just teaching like certain business principles. I don't know. It's hard to know. I really don't know what the next best step is. Like, I think that the only thing we really need to keep doing is just testing more ads and waiting. Right now, it's like a waiter's game because we need to get data from Facebook, which usually takes at least like a week to know if an ad is going to perform okay or not. We did get another lead. It was either this shit. It was either this morning or late last night. I can't remember. Hey, Thilan, what's up? Let me take a look. 2 in the morning, which is a little concerning because that guy is from the UK and he submitted the form at 1:20 a.m. local time. So he might have completely forgotten about it. But I also thought it's quite interesting that he said For the when would you like to start? He said within the next month, and he did not say immediately, which I thought is interesting. I also couldn't find his business when I was looking it up. Maybe I should include a thing on my form for them to supply their website. But I was just thinking, like, there might be a lot of these contractors and whatnot that don't have websites, and putting it in as a field might throw a lot of them off. I didn't want that. Might try to call him. I should. The last guy that gave me his phone number, it didn't work. So I don't know. Maybe some of these, they're making up the phone numbers. I have no idea. Maybe it's not clear enough that the phone number is from a different region. I have no idea. But this looks like a fake phone number as well. I'm not sure. So the really the thing that we should be doing is just testing ads. What I'm wondering is, what do I test first? Because I feel like creatives are really important, but so are headlines. I should probably take a look, at least when the video gets a bit more data, because it doesn't have any right now. We'll see how it performs, and we'll see what like the hook rate is and how long people are watching and stuff like that. We could probably do well from setting up a retargeting campaign as well, with a little bit of like urgency, something like that. So you could do it and go like, hey, blueprints are almost gone. Something like that. I was also thinking of just having like a direct offer to just give people the option to reach out and book a call or whatever. Because we might get less leads from that, but we might also get more. Like, it can be a bit confusing sometimes because some people just don't like the bullshit, and they don't want to like get a bunch of free shit or whatever. And they might just be looking or be interested in like a particular service. So if I'm just like, hey, want us to run your Facebook ads? Reach out here. They might be like, ah, you know what? I could probably use some more clients. Maybe I should try. I don't know. Lots of ideas, not a lot of budget to test those ideas, which is the problem. But I should keep trying. I just don't know where to start. Whether I should start with the offer or the headline or the creative. I think creative could do well from either a better edited video or a video where I'm moving and there's a lot of cuts to different angles and locations. That might work well. I'm not sure. There's a lot to figure out. Need to brainstorm. I'm tired like usual. Hey, Ellebeck. Not much. Was just talking about how we got another form submission and we need to test some ads, but don't know where to start. Hey, Ezekiel. What's up? Your name looks familiar just because I feel like I remember seeing a long ass name before. But I haven't seen you in a while. You seem different. In what way? Exhausted, maybe? Wouldn't be surprised if that's it. I am very tired. I'm also a little bit less energetic. So doing this for months really kills you. I will say. Seem blacker than before. That wouldn't make sense. Your hairstyle changed. Yeah, my hair is just growing out. I'm not cutting my hair until I make money, so it's just getting really long. And you're playing with something. Yeah, this is like my wrist rest. So I'm just kind of messing with it because I'm bored. I like to fidget with stuff. My classmates stopped watching you. Did they? Yep. Just came here to check if they did. Yes, they did. What are you, babysitting them or something? I know, I was being stupid. Okay, yeah. The lighting does change sometimes depending on the sunlight outside. Like whenever it's cloudy, I look darker. So it is cloudy right now. So that's probably why. I can assure you I am very white. This camera makes me look more brown than I am. It's a shame. I mean, what do you do again? Yeah, we're just trying to start up a business. What do you mean by black Irish? Oh. Yes, oh indeed. Maybe they got bored. Yeah, maybe. I have no idea. I don't care. I don't pay too much attention to who watches and who doesn't. I think it's only going to be interesting once I reach success. Until success, nobody likes to really watch the failures and the progress most of the time. People like to see winners. When I win, more people will be interested in watching. But at that point, I won't care because I'm probably gonna stop doing it. But hey, man, you look nice, seem nice. Hope you good luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nice to see you again. Hope you have a nice day. Makes me think of the demo man from Team Fortress 2. Man, I haven't seen anything Team Fortress 2 related in like 12 years. Goodbye. Bye. Sometimes I really just want to make a sale so I could stop doing this. Like I like streaming to a degree, but I really don't like the repetitiveness because I'm kind of like I'm just so stuck on one topic that I wish I could kind of change it. I get bored of doing the same thing over and over. And I also don't want to keep to such a strict schedule. I really like the having to be here every day is very draining at times. And it seems like YouTube is trying to like send me a message too, because the last week I've gotten like fucking no views at all on the streams. So maybe YouTube is like, you know what, this guy is probably fucking boring people, so let's not show him to anyone anymore. Which is fair. Can't blame it. It's probably true. It does also keep showing my content to a lot of children, so seems like if kids aren't interested in your content, your YouTube assumes your content is shit. Yeah, we talked about that before. I don't know, maybe it's something I might look into in the future. But our main goal right now is to make some money. So, from current calculations, with current budget and no further improvements or changes, we would be able to get approximately 100 leads, which is pretty low. That's no bueno. We want more. So, we need to keep testing ads. Now, I think I need to do a little bit of brainstorming off camera because it's very hard for me to do on camera. So, I don't know what I'm going to do today. Maybe this is just going to be like an update stream and I'm not going to do anything today. I have no idea. But yes, so that guy as well. I should probably make it clear too that they should check their emails in my thank you page. That would be good, I imagine. But what was I trying to say? Yeah, the guy that opted in today did check the email that he got. An email tells him, hey, your blueprint will unlock tomorrow. But if you want to have early access, you can book a call. Kind of, that's basically it. And that's just to give me enough time to call them. Maybe that's dumb. Maybe it's not. I have no idea. Seems like some of the people are not checking their emails. It could also be that the open rate is just not tracking. But yeah, this guy submitted 12 hours ago, so in another 12 hours he's gonna get the next piece. And hopefully he likes it. So that's that. Anything else? That's about it, really. Check my to-do list. Right now, it's literally just value and ads. So I was thinking of maybe I should just focus more of my efforts on making reels again. So I could increase like potential acquisition channels. Yeah, keep writing new ads and ad angles and create value documents. Video sales letter, maybe I could bring some people to the video sales letter on my side. I should make a new version though. I also kind of want to make a version of the video sales letter for the front page on my website, but I feel like that's not super important right now. But a video sales letter would be good. Yeah, like even if I just remade the one that I have already, it would be good because then people would opt in. Maybe I could reduce the amount of questions, like just let it ride, get as many people in as possible, even if some of them might waste my time. Because I only have like a couple questions in, but I also ask like, oh, what's your business name? What's your phone number? Maybe I should just ask first name, email, opt in. That's it. Call it a day. And then they get brought to a video sales letter page, which also gives them the option to book into the calendar. If they don't, they also get a bunch of emails. Maybe I should structure it like that. I'll see. But right now, the biggest issue is the ads, not enough submissions. Although we are getting like a fair amount of link clicks, but they're not converting well from the landing page. So that it might be that I'm just making the process too hard. I'm trying too early to weed out people. It is helpful to at least know like what it is that they're struggling with. But also most people are not converting from the immediate landing page. So maybe it's also that the landing page is just not interesting enough, or that they don't feel enough of an incentive to click the button to go next. Maybe I would be better off giving them just an like a straight up form to fill out so they don't have to click any more buttons. I'm not sure. Maybe I could also add another thing that's like home service businesses at the top. Something else that I could do. There's a decent amount of people that are clicking on. It could also be accidental clicks. That happens quite often too. Yeah, some people are seeing like the first name, business name, phone number, and email address. I kind of like the idea of keeping a phone number because I think it weeds out a lot of people that wouldn't be serious at all. And it also gives me the opportunity to call them. So And I think that over time, I really don't know the disparity between how many people I'm losing and how many people I could potentially get by having them fill in their phone number. But it does seem like a lot of these might be accidental clicks because they're literally on it for a second. They wouldn't even have the time to read what's on it. So, I don't know. There's definitely improvements I could make. And that's what I should be focusing on. Yeah, people tend to click off once they get to the part where they have to fill in their contact details. But I think that's not abnormal. Anyway, it's still early in the learning stages. Like it's not a huge deal. Let me see what our stats are. What's this? So, spent 60 euro almost. Cost per lead is around 20. And leads are around 3. CPM is 35. Little high, but whatever. Cost per click is okay. It's a euro 65. That's not that bad. I could shove all those people into a retargeting campaign as well. But like I said, a lot of them look like accidental clicks. The video ad seems to be doing much better in terms of the cost per click. But we're not getting as much conversion as of yet. But I did only launch it yesterday, and the reach right now is only like under 300. So it's not like it's too early to be assuming things. That's fine. Need to just keep testing. Try different angles, try different kind of ads, try different offers. I'll see. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but alas. I also saw some guy selling like a Facebook ads bundle for like $97 or something. And he's doing quite well with it, and people are saying that the bundle is not very good and that they don't feel like they're getting a lot out of it. But he's clearly making a good amount of sales. I imagine his sales are good. Maybe I could do something like that and try to pitch selling some kind of like document or something. But then I would need to make it, and I would have to make sure that it's like actually really good. But there's so many things I want to try, but so little time and budget to try it all. It's really annoying. Wish I could do all of it. Just to try it. I really wish that I knew more sooner. A lot of this journey has just been spent on learning that now I just have so little money left to invest, which is like the shitty part. Had I known what I know at the start, I feel like it would have been so much easier because I had so much more money to play with, but now I'm like fucking broke. Whatever. I'm gonna turn on the AC. I'm gonna be alone in my house all next week as well, so that's gonna be brutal. But whatever, it's fine. It will be okay. We will do it. Burrito principle, yes. You spelled burrito like burrito, or like dog in Spanish. I think like the cute way of calling a dog in Spanish is perito. Like, oh, little perito. But yeah, yeah. Focus on the 20% that's bringing you in the 80% of results. I didn't know that. Yeah, because usually like they would add like an ito to make a lot of words cute instead of the usual ones I've noticed. Like for example, I know this also with the word poco. Un poco means a little, but un poquito means very little. Hey, Nate. What's up? Yeah, I just gotta make more ads. More ads and more patience. I need to just do more testing. More creatives, more like better scripts, different offers. I need to test it all. Once some of it is working, I'm gonna turn off all the ones that are doing shit and then just focus on the ones that are doing well. I think the most important thing I should probably do right now is different offers. And I might test the different offers with just the Facebook instant forms, so I don't have to build a bunch of different landing pages for them. And then if the instant forms are converting well on some of them when I zone in on it, then I would make a dedicated landing page for it. I think I could also improve the current one by putting in a video sales letter for some people who prefer to watch stuff instead of read stuff. I have a pretty decent script already, which like explains to them an overview of how the system works and pitches the offer. And I would just need to re-record it to fit the new offer, and then probably do it with face cam as well, because I imagine that increases the perceived trust. So, how's the ad going? It's okay, better than our email campaign right now. It's a bit slow, but it is doing better. We're at 20 euro cost per lead, which when we were doing emails, it was like 38. It was just so much slower. It felt like it was harder to recognize. Like right now, I'm dumping 20 euro a day into ads, and that's fine and all, but it's like it's chunking away at the money so much faster, but it's also bringing in results faster. So it like hurts more than the emails did, even though the emails were just way more expensive, but the money left the bank less often, so it hurt less. Yeah, need to just keep testing, just keep doing different ads. Yeah, I did. It hasn't like it's only been in the ecosystem for a little bit. It itself hasn't gotten any leads yet. There's this fucking mosquito in my house that's been terrorizing me for like 3 days, and I cannot for the life of me find it. All of my ankles are destroyed, my fucking arms are destroyed. Goddamn mosquitoes. But yes, the Facebook's like learning phase tends to take like a week-ish. So we'll see how it goes. You look tired? Did you just wake up? Nah, I've just been looking tired for like weeks now. I did sleep really shit. I was having a lot of nightmares today. $20 ain't too bad. I would have thought it'd be a lot higher. That's the price of McDonald's cheeseburger meal. Yeah, would you pay a McDonald's cheeseburger meal for every person that would want something for free from you? If I was running a direct offer where I'm like, here's my service, do you want it? And it was a $20 cost per lead, that would be awesome. That would be amazing. But the whole point of having a lead magnet, which with what I'm doing, is to get your cost per lead down. So it's quite high for a lead magnet ad, which just means we need to do more ad testing. How much is one McDonald's meal there? In Spain? I wouldn't fucking know. I don't need that stuff. Also, it's $200 per lead, so 20 times 300. What's the 300 from? Is $20 for a person who is interested in improving their marketing who doesn't have enough customers? That's what it is. $300 is each lead. I still don't know what you mean. I'm spending $20 to get one person who needs marketing and because he doesn't have enough customers. Whether or not he wants to actually buy the service is a different story. I just know that he is interested in it because he's trying to download my guide on like showing them how to get more customers. Did you change the offer? No. The video ad and the image ad are pitching the same thing. So the way the ads work is basically you pay a certain cost for Facebook to show the ad to a certain amount of people. And the cost of that is your CPM, which is cost per mile, which is basically how much it costs to show your ad to 1,000 people. Right now, for me, that's $35. It depends on who your ad is being shown to and what the auction is like. Basically, like how expensive the target group that it's shown to is. But it doesn't matter. Like CPM is like $20 to $40 is like normal. So that's how much I'm paying to show the ad to 1,000 people. Now, whenever somebody actually clicks and fills out the form and completes the form submission, is when they start counting your leads. And as you get leads in, it takes the amount that you've spent in total compared to the amount of leads you've gotten to calculate how much it costs you to get a person. That's what your cost per lead is. So I'm paying $20 essentially right now in its current form. I'm paying about $20 to get one person who is interested who fills out a form. But for a lead magnet ad, that's pretty high. We want to get those numbers down. But also, it just started testing, so it's just hasn't tested very much. It takes a little bit to find the correct audience. Just have to test. I am tempted to do like a different kind of offer though. Either an offer that's a direct pitch or something simpler. Because I saw a guy whose ad was doing quite well. And he had, let me read it to you. It just says, we will fix your Facebook ads for free, schedule a call. Really simple, very straightforward. So I kind of am thinking of doing that as well. Here's another one that does really well too. Still running ads straight to a product page. That's why they cost so much. Stop wasting your ad budget. Use this $5 a day funnel instead. That's also another ad which is doing quite well. And in this one as well, this is just a good offer because they're saying is pay per close. So they're saying close 10 to 20 clients every 30 days guaranteed. So I'm thinking of doing that as a direct offer. So show like basically I'd run it to an opt-in thing where they would opt in to see a video of how the system works, and then give them the option to book, and for those who don't book, get the blueprint. And I think that that might work quite well. I can try that. You know, that's probably what I'm going to try to do next. That sounds like something worthwhile to do. Here's a bit messy. That happens when I go outside before it dries. So yeah, I might try to do that. We'll see. Because that way I'm like, they're not coming in for the free thing. They're coming in for an offer that they like. And if they watch the video and they don't like the video that much, or they feel like they don't trust me enough to do it, I would still send them emails, which would be the same emails I'm sending them now. So that wouldn't change. Are those perfume bottles behind you? Yeah, it's cologne. Yes. I don't use them often because I don't really leave my house. I also don't smell very bad most of the time. You know, you'd be surprised when you live a healthy life, or like you eat healthy food and you don't smoke or drink, your sweat really like doesn't smell bad. Makes a pretty big difference. But yeah, I've had some of those for years now. I keep getting them as gifts, so I just keep stacking them on top of one another. I'm a hard guy to gift because I don't like anything. I'm not materialistic. The easiest way to make me happy with a gift is just do something that looks like you put a lot of effort into it. So like, if you bought me something expensive, I would not value it nearly as much as if you like drew me a nice card that took you like a couple hours. I would appreciate that much more. Nope, I smell like onions. Always have, always will. Different ways to tell you smell bad. Isn't it weird gifting perfumes? No, it's a pretty common thing. I don't know where you're from, but like, cologne is a very common gift for a man that you don't really know what to gift. Cologne, watches, but that's more of like an expensive one. If he wears suits, you could do like ties or cufflinks. It's a pretty standard gift, I think, perfume and cologne. I don't think that they're insinuating that you smell bad. It's just like a simple gift. Some people gift books. I know I do that myself and I can't seem to think of anything. Yeah, because it's easy. Because most people, even if you don't use it, most people will appreciate it. So it's like a safe gift, you know? They're not gonna like spit in your face and go like, I don't want that. You fucking loser. I always think that the person doesn't get the wrong intention. I don't think they will. I think like cologne is not saying you smell bad. If you got them like shower gel or like armpit spray, then that would be a little bit more suspicious. I think you might hurt someone's feelings. Because that's just kind of fucking rude. I think that like you're better off just telling people the truth than you are trying to subtly fix the problem. Like gifting somebody something to make them smell less bad, like an armpit spray or something, is a much worse way to tell them they smell bad than just saying, hey, like you should shower more often. Sometimes you just need to be upfront with people. Don't play games. And if somebody gets offended by that, that's like their problem, not yours. Like you're just trying to help them out. You don't say it in front of people. Like, you should take them aside so that they're alone, or whisper in their ear or something and go like, hey, I just wanted to say, like, you don't smell great, like, most of the time. I don't know why, like, if it's some kind of hygiene problem or whatever it is. Maybe you just have worse BO than other people. But I just wanted to let you know so that, because I'm sure that other people are aware. So, I don't want to call it out in front of you. Maybe you should fix that. Obviously, don't say it exactly the way I said it because they might hate you for it. But sometimes you just gotta tell people the truth. We're talking about some Squid Game type shit. Like, they all get eliminated. I think a message got censored. I hate the censorship. It's so annoying. I just want to read people's messages. Why is everything so soft? I think it'd be cool if we could make a conglomerate of small businesses that make passive income, like a farm that grow perennial herbs and plants, add business automation and production. I'm not exactly sure what you mean. You mean like connect different businesses together? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm quite thirsty. Be right back. I'm back. Hot spring and tourist traps, etc. I know it's easier said than done. Like an umbrella corp of different companies that have passive forms of income. But what would be the point of that? How would you combine them, and who profits, and like what's the full idea? It's hard to get a grasp of it in just a few sentences. There's some videos online in which the Indians were eliminated in Squid Game because the round was about showering. That's quite funny. I need to see that. That sounds like a good one. So I guess that's probably the next thing I'm gonna work on. Mm. Is improving my funnel. Yeah. Maybe I should just have it with some like Facebook instant forms as well. I saw that they have the option for like website or instant forms, so maybe I should select that option. How many clients so far? Zero. Zero. Still waiting. We're gonna be blowing through our budget. How much? Hold on. If I do $20 a day, how long is it gonna take me to run out? 100 days. So I can do. That's too long. So maybe 40 a day, 50 days, 50 a day, 40 days. Yeah, that's about how much time I have left. So I can do about $50 a day worth of ads. What's not working? Well, it's fine right now. It's just we need to test more ads and give it more time to test. So it's not really like a what's not working right now. It's just the thing that's not working right now is time, which means I just need to spend more money faster. Leads, we have 3, and the cost per lead is $20-ish. So it's like, it's quite high, but it's not horrendous. It's hard to describe because it's hard to find different points of passive income. There are a few things where the money comes to you and the service you provide is minimal in effort. I think the first company to make a conglomerate out of it would be software development because it's the digital printing press, videos, audiobooks, video games, entertainment, etc. I'm still like finding it difficult to grasp the concept. Like, what would be the idea? Like, you'd want to make one massive corporation that can do many different things, and all of those things happen to be passive. So you have some kind of like a single company which you could go to just get everything done. In theory, it sounds good, but it would take a lot of marketing to pull that off because usually, if you have like, imagine, I also don't know this is what you mean, but I'm gonna assume that's what it is. But let's say hypothetically, um, you have a company which focuses on Facebook ads, and then you have a company which focuses on Facebook ads and branding and copywriting and ad creative development and fucking, you just have a lot of services and Google ads and everything else. Well, a lot of people, and usually rightly, would assume that if I want to run Facebook ads, the Facebook ads guys are going to do better because that's all they do. Whereas the other company does everything. So they're going to be logically, they're going to be less efficient at each thing. So that would kind of be a problem. Thinking about giving a service about setting up AI chatbots for businesses. Yeah, go for it. Although a lot of those exist now. It was less common a while ago. I just wonder how difficult it is to pitch that. Like, a lot of people don't realize that their customer service is an issue. I think the easiest kind of thing to sell is selling a solution to a problem that's very obvious. Whereas a lot of people wouldn't realize they're losing customers because their customer service is too shit. But I'm not saying that it can't work. Like, I think it's still a fine idea. But you'd have to be really specific on your target market and, what problem you're solving and stuff like that. Yeah, but mainly for financial security. Also prevent the whole ship from sinking if it has a weak spot. Yeah, I guess. But like I said, it's quite difficult to market those kind of businesses because people just assume you're not as good as specialists. And usually they'd be right. That's kind of what makes competition even possible. Because every business could, in theory, just start adopting what every other business does, but they don't. Because people value expertise. And you can't be amazing at everything. Now, there are some exceptions. Like, there are some holding companies or group companies which have many different companies underneath them which do many different things. But a company itself doing many different things usually doesn't happen. It's usually more a group is in charge of multiple companies, all of which specialize in a different area of the market. How would you do that? Use a small LLM using as a small server like Django or Flask? No, it's really not that complicated. Like, there are services which help you provide AI chatbots for like customer services. Like, I used to use a program called VoiceFlow. I created a thing which I was building something which was basically like a type of management bot. I talked to this company, this construction company, who was complaining about the fact that they had difficulty with people communicating and getting stuff done on time and retrieving certain documents from like Dropbox and Google Drive and stuff because they weren't very technologically savvy. So I proposed creating a chatbot which allowed you to like retrieve files and look up your schedule and stuff like that, and it would all be in real time, and all they would have to do is just talk to a thing. They would just have to ask it a question. And he was like, that sounds cool. So I ended up building this like prototype of a thing which basically you could ask, it would connect to your like Dropbox or Google Drive or whatever, and you would ask it, you would have it look up a file, and it would be like, oh, is this the file you want? It's like, yep. And then it gives you a link, and when you click on it, it downloads straight to your phone so you could see it. It also lets you look up your schedule and see who's scheduled to do what and what everybody's responsibilities are. And I made that using voice flow. It also depends heavily on geography, depending on supply and demand and other services the different areas provide. Well, I imagine because you're saying passive income, I imagine it's probably online businesses primarily. What kind of, is there even like a physical business that can be passive income? I guess no, like you can literally make it be passive income if you build a business which runs itself. But whenever I think of passive income, I think about it in terms of like you don't really need almost anybody involved at all, like software. You would just need somebody to like maintain it. But once it's built and if it's working well, or like you take something like a game app or something. Well, when somebody downloads it and starts playing the game, you really don't need to do anything. It's just there and it collects money and nobody really needs to oversee it. That's kind of how I imagine it. But literally, like, yeah, you can have different types of passive income where you just start a business, hire management positions to take over from you. And once the business can run itself and have people managing it, then you just make some money off of it without having to do anything. But you would still have to oversee it, otherwise, it might get destroyed. We have 70 acres with a large valley in the middle, and I wish I could have an artificial hot spring. Do it then. Also, we have like 15 acres up next to some chicken coops. Not to have anything that too small to have anything there, but I think perennial herb farm would be cool, like rosemary. Your life sounds cool. You just have so much land and, you know, fucking a blacksmithing station and just seems so chill. Thinking about low code platforms like Intercom, etc. A lot of the main problem with AI is non-disclosure issues like medical or government. Yeah, but there's some of those no-code tools which are like HIPAA compliant and stuff like that, so it is fine. Not all of them have that, but there are quite a few which have good enough data protection to which you can use it in the medical field as well. Although there are like more laws constantly coming out in terms of like user protection, where you have to disclose certain information, like hey, like an AI bot can contact you and stuff like that. And it's getting difficult to keep up with. Otherwise, integrate API on the website. Yeah, it really shouldn't be that hard. Like if you use something like VoiceFlow with make.com, you could get that done pretty easily. Your biggest issue would be really making sure you zone in on a good target market who really needs the problem solved and what problem specifically you're solving. Like, for example, don't just target hotels, because at this point, hotels are probably quite saturated with AI chatbots. I could be wrong, but it seems kind of like the fitness industry when it comes to marketing. Like, you could do it, but there's just so much competition because everybody wants to do it. So you have to really try hard to stand out. Not gonna lie, I got a deer skull and I want to put my Raspberry Pi 4 in it and make it like an AI that I can talk to. A servo skull from Warhammer. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Give it like jewel eyes or something, or put like LEDs so that when it talks, the LEDs light up so it looks like its eyes are blinking. That would be pretty neat. AI Smart Lab, I think, has a lot of promise. Yeah, you keep yapping about the AI Smart Lab. Why don't you build it then, genius? Go for it. Instead of talking about its potential, how about start researching and start doing it? I have a Raspberry Pi Pico W2 kit to make the servos call. I got too many iron in the fire. Ah, it's never too late for another project. That's quitter talk. Just go for it. Or get rid of one of the ones that aren't as interesting. Look at the way the focus. Some smooth ass autofocus. What do you think about AI and AI agent stuff? I feel like it can be a big thing, like the internet of phones, which can completely change people's lives forever. Yeah, it could. But I wonder how, like, it really depends on what specifically. There are definitely a lot of use cases. But I still feel like AI is mostly a gimmick as it stands right now. like it's useful, but I really don't see it as anything more interesting than just like an improved research tool. It's basically like a better version of Google in some ways. And then it's kind of like having a friend to talk to. Like AI is not, at least currently, it's not really replacing anything for the average person. Because the average person has at least one friend they can talk to that's fairly smart. And that's basically what AI is. It's if you took, it's basically if you took a smart friend you have and he had access to Google in his head. That's what AI is essentially is. So if you have Google and you have the smart friend, you don't need AI. AI is just convenient because it's right there. You don't need to like bother somebody. And it Googles it, and so it does the thing faster because you can research it. So, but other than that, like AI is not extremely useful right now. It's a nice tool, but it's not that useful. And it's complicated to make it work well. The thing is, the amount of effort you have to put in to make AI take over a human's job, you could use the same exact instructions that you used to create the AI and just give it to a human, and they will also be able to do the task. The biggest issue with employees being shit at their job is usually an issue with instruction. People are horrible at explaining how to do the job, so they struggle. But if you have all of the instructions that you would have given the AI model, you can just make the same set of instructions for your human employees and they will do just as good of a job. But then at that point, you have to consider the cost. But then you also have to leverage it against the cost of actually building the thing and hiring the people who are smart enough to make it for you. So it's all like a trade-off, you know? And again, like the AI can only really do simple things for now. Experts are still not going to be replaced. It's just the low-level employees. I need more experience in coding, but I need money right now, so I worked myself into a corner. I gotta sell some project blacksmithing first. Do some stuff on the farm before I can pick up other projects right now. Alright. In the beginning, the internet was also a less accessible thing, same with phones. Yeah, I'm not saying it won't get to a stage where it's better. It will. But I do wonder how long it's gonna take. Because right now, it's still not that useful. And whatever changes happen to it, you'll have to rebuild all of the systems that you've made at this point anyway. Personally, I think AI should focus on 3 basic needs of humanity first: water, shelter, and non-perishable foods. How do you want ChatGPT to provide any of those things? Or AI, sorry, AI in general. What can AI do to give us more water? If anything, doesn't it like consume a good amount of water? So I can spend about $50 a day for 40 days. And then I am out pretty much of moolah. Scary. Took a drilling truck up to with an AI. Imagine Tesla drilling rigs as an example. That sounds tough. I don't know about that. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to imagine. Anyway, it's been an hour. I really don't have much to cover today, so I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Um, gonna go make some more ads. I don't know if I'll get to it today. I've been having some like personal matters I had to attend to recently, so I haven't been doing as much. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here then. Thanks for joining. AI cars that can automatically ship cargo that you can rent in a warehouse, automated Ganter crane, and so. Okay, that's getting beyond my knowledge. I'm gonna go Thanks for joining. See you guys. Bye.